welcome all, especially our dear beloved friends of Biafra who are really standing with us. We welcome you, your presence, or in your login, watching what we are doing. And I welcome each and every one of you. I'm not going to talk so much because our Deputy Prime Minister, the Chief of Staff, who is the acting Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, has a lot of updates for us all. And then I'm going to call Nama, get out one Nama. Nama, over to you.
Thank you so much, our able Secretary for Finance Funding. Thank you so much, dear friends. I welcome everyone here today. Today's emergency fundraising to ensure that the terrorist state of Nigeria does not conduct any illegal election in our sovereign nation, the United States of Biafra, on November the 8th, 2025. I welcome everyone here. Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, men and gentlemen of the press. I welcome all of you here today. Thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule to be with us here today. It was a very big shame today as we watched what went on in that courtroom today, as our Ndu has decided to represent himself. As you all are aware, the attorney that represents Onyendu, Ejimako, Allah Ejimako, was arrested by the Nigerian state and Tinubu during the peaceful march they had in Abuja the other day. He did not commit any crime. No crime was committed. The court issued a directive to the Nigerian state to serve the motion to the organizers of that march by Friday. They instructed the Nigerian state to make sure you serve them. They didn't do that. Serve them that paper. Since you, the Nigerian state, is claiming you do not want the march to extend to so to this, to that, to that. They gave them clear instruction to make sure they serve the people that are marching. They didn't do that. What did they do? The Nigerian state, Tinubu and Christopher Musa ordered their reintegrated police, reintegrated terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform. I tell you all that all these men wearing Nigerian military and police, they are reintegrated terrorists. Their task is one, to make sure they continue to obey the order of their masters, which is Tinubu and Christopher Musa, the colonizers, and their southeast and south members. So they arrested Aloy Ejimako for nothing. I heard they also arrested Kanu's brother and about 10 other people for nothing. That is the dangerous enclave innocent Nigerians and Biafrans found themselves in. Christopher Musa told them to lock them up, and they locked a fine attorney, Aloy Ejimako, they locked him up at Kuje prison as we speak, without committing any crime. And somebody will tell me Nigeria will not be destroyed. It will be destroyed in the most brutal way you will ever know. So promise. And today we saw the shot that they validated that we can do now in the car, in the court. Everything he requested for is like a script that is already written. They are just there to read that script. Whatever he's saying does not matter. It's not about the judicial process. It's not about the court system. No, it's not about that. It's about the plot to stop that which we already got, which is the United States of Biafra. That is all they are fighting for. Nothing more. And then we saw the arrest of Showore, the organizer of that march, today. For nothing, no crime. He was unarmed. After going to the court, on his way out, we all saw the Udele, the evil, the one God Ijele, with the dark bones. I was just watching him. When all he was doing is helping Tinubu and Christopher Musa to point at innocent Biafrans and indigenous Nigerians, innocent, pointing to them. Then the terrorists that are wearing the police, they keep arresting innocent Nigerians, innocent indigenous Nigerians. Judas Iscariot, he was standing right there at the back of the police when they were arresting Showore, the director of Sahara newspapers. I was watching. I smiled. There was a reason I smiled. Evil will never last long. It's a promise. Evil will never last long. He is doing that which Christopher Musa and Tinubu has paid him to do. And I promise you, that which he's doing is evil. Evil will never last long. So let him continue. Udele and the DOS criminals, Ijele, that's what they call you. Again, Gurag, all of you, you're all in the same category. Soludo, the Southeast governors, the delegitimized governors, the Southeast and South. All of them, they are all together in the same basket. No difference between what that guy did today and what Soludo wants. But all of them, the delegitimized governors, the Southeast and Tinubu and Christopher Musa, the DOS criminals, they were powerful. Chinas Amoru, all these people are in the same basket. Do not be confused about their task. All of them being controlled by their paymasters to continue the colonization of indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans, and to continue to milk the oil and natural resources that comes from Biafra land and ship it abroad to their paymasters, who uses it to develop the lives of their own people, while our own people die in abject poverty, in squalor. Not anymore. So all of us, the international world, you can see the suppression, the oppression going on in that enclave called Nigeria. That is why that enclave must be destroyed for humans to live, for humans to be free, for the right of human beings to be respected. That entity must crumble, because those that are perpetrating this evil are the terrorists brought in by the Nigerian state and encouraged by the Nigerian politicians. But I thank God that country is no more. I'm telling you. country is normal. So I want to tell our Wenyan Dunam to be steadfast. These two shall come to pass. It's only a matter of time, I promise you. We want to also use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ngozi Simon Eba, our PM, whom the Finland authorities colluded again with the Nigerian state to remove. No crime. No crime. The only thing Simon Eba seek is to respect the rights of Biafrans and indigenous Nigerians, to let my people go. They do not want their people to live, rehabilitate, to live in the same community with reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigerian state. That is the only crime Simon Eba and the kind of committed. Nothing more. They're very noble, fine gentlemen. Both of them. So all of you witnessed, we are innocent people today. Shawara was just arrested on the orders of Tinubu, because when you listen to that video, the guy that was arresting told him that the high command or whatever in charge of the whole Tinubu and Christopher Busa's police invited him. They want him to follow them. You're inviting somebody with under the barrels of the gun. Under the barrels of the gun. The intimidation. All of them, they invaded Shore with the guns, fully loaded, fully armed, and they commanded him to enter that vehicle. That is kidnapping. That is how they do their kidnapping. And many innocent citizens of Nigeria and never have disappeared. Many of them, you never see them anymore. So the world saw exactly what we are talking about. That is how they operate. Many Christians has been murdered in the same manner, in the same process by the Nigerian state. At least this one happened in front of many, many cameras. When Christopher Musa ordered them to go and take Shawara, immediately they didn't even allow him even to call his family members. They didn't give him no time. And this is supposed to be police. When we declared our independence in Latin Finland, many of them didn't believe that it's going to happen. They came with all manner of confusion. Just the same thing you see them doing on social media. They didn't know. They thought it will never happen. They were shocked it happened. They were surprised on how it happened. They were determined to continue to find ways to disrupt that. But at each step of the way, they keep failing. At each step, they are not just failing from what we do. They are failing by the international pressure that is being mounted on their leaders that are paying them. That is why Nigeria is gone. Anyone that is normal at this time, we know, we feel that Nigeria is coming. So I thank all the cabinet members, the state governors, special thanks to the contenders in the state of Ikemba, Orabueze, and Amambala. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for telling Soludo that which he knows, you know it better. And thank you for confronting that criminal called Soludo. The criminal that have killed so many innocent Biafrans in that state for nothing, which is agent that work for the Nigerian state. Therefore, all of you are fully under your own eye. You saw the killings, the danger that Soludo posed to the people of Old Anambra State. So the danger that he posed. Dear friends, we know, you all know the game. On November the 8th, Soludo, we know that Biafrans have spoken. You cannot conduct an illegitimate election in a sovereign nation. Currently, as it stands, Nigeria and the legitimized governments are occupying a foreign land. And they must leave.
Yeah.
They must leave. It is criminal. It is criminal for Soludo to plan. It is criminal for Nigerian state to plan any election in Biafra land. And we are going to show you that it is criminal in the appropriate court. So, dear friends, from the old Anambra State, Ikemba State, or the Navy State, or Mambala State, you know the right thing to do. Continue to participate in our current election, which is ongoing right now. That will end on November the 4th. On November the 8th, no fly will move in Biafra land. None. From morning till night. Biafrans have resolved to do that. So I thank all the governors and their commissioners. I thank all the different heads of liaisons and missions that are working day and night to ensure that Biafrans start going home to develop their motherland as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for what you do. So today, we are gathered here to do our emergency fundraising. We want to raise more money. We want to raise more funds to help us not only conduct our first ever election, but also to ensure that the terrorist state of Nigeria that is planning to bring in all these higher terrorists from different parts of Nigeria into Old Anambra, and make sure we defend ourselves on that election day, which we already know that Soludo has planned with Tinubu and Christopher Musa to unleash them by forcing innocent Biafrans from their homes to come out and vote for them. And those that refuse to come out, they will kill them. This fundraising is also part of that to prevent that from happening. Biafran, that's why you must be in your home. Lock up your homes. Because the terrorist state of Nigeria, they are coming. And they will kill you if you come out on that day. They will kill you. And they will say it's United States of Biafra. Do not let them use you. Don't come out that day. Tinubu and Christopher Musa will kill you that day. I'm telling you. They will kill you. And they will say, they will label it to the United States of Biafra. That is why it is important, absolutely important for you to stay home on November the 8th. Do not come out. We've already marked all the polling centers by the legitimized Soludo. And that list is going around. So if you don't have that list, please make sure you have the list of the polling booths being used by the legitimized Nigerian state. And Soludo in Old Anambra State. Mark those polling centers. Dear friends, plant surveillance cameras in all those polling centers if it's near your house. And monitor that place from 7 a.m. on Friday to 7 p.m. Monitor and give the price. Send the recordings to info@UnitedStatesOfBiafra.org. I know that information is going around. info@UnitedStatesOfBiafra.org. This is a special team that are monitoring both the United States of Biafra election and the one the legitimized governors are planning to criminally do. Make sure you go through that list that the Nigerian state and Soludo is using they mark it as their polling centers. If those polling centers are near your house, you must ensure nothing happens in that polling center on that day. Record everything that happened. Buy surveillance cameras. Some of them are just like $10. We are very cheap ones, $20. Send it to your family members in the old Anambra State. Everywhere must be monitored. Any of those precincts, those voting centers, they have that. They have on that list from their fake INEC that they do not conduct elections. You don't know. They don't do elections. They just stuff the boxes, swap the boxes. They don't do no election. So don't think anything different is going to happen this time. No, they do not have the capacity, the intelligence to conduct any free and fair election. Just like Fandias, during the last election, that put in Tinubu, you, Biafrans, peoples, Biafrans, you know how many of our loved ones they killed in Lagos just because they voted for Tinubu. So how are you going to be part of that same system that killed innocent Biafrans in Lagos State? How are you going to validate that in our own land, in Biafra land? Because if you participate in that November 8th, that means you are validating the criminality of the Nigerian state. All our brothers and sisters they killed in Lagos just because they are Biafrans that voted for Bijobi that we are killed. That means their life and their blood is in vain. You cannot validate the criminals that are killing our brothers and sisters. That's why you cannot come out on November 8th. Mount all those cameras in all those polling centers. It is near your house. Monitor that and send the video from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to that info at UnitedStateOfBiafra.org. Soludo cannot conduct any election, any criminal election in Biafra land. The Nigerian state, APC and PDP, has been declared as a terrorist organization. And that includes any party, any political party in the whole of Biafra land. They have the same tag. They are terrorist organizations. Do not allow any of them to conduct any election. The only elections that they allow in Biafra land are the elections of police, governors, deputies, and all other positions. No other election. So I welcome all. Today we want to raise funds, please. I know we've posted, Christopher has posted you can send your money, we deposit the bank account that we're going to use for today's fundraisers. It's on the chat section. I believe Christopher has posted that. Please continue to sell your money, send your donations to that the bank information that is posted there. Those in homeland, you can continue to use the homeland account. You can also continue to use any other format that you want. But for this emergency fundraising, for this stopping of this election, all of you, most of you, majority of you, if possible, you want that money to be monitored in this Bank of America, which we have the sales section. Send your money there because it's for a specific purpose.